welcome back to Lavender Coco Kitchen. And I'm here with Sangeetha, my daughter, who of course is the actress, the writer, the filmmaker. And we're going to cook something special today that you would remember from quite a while ago now. Before you're vegan, we used to go out to yum-cha restaurants a fair bit. So do you remember what was the snack that we particularly liked?
The mango pancake?
Yeah, of course it was the dessert.
Yeah.
So we used to like the mango pancakes, which was basically really a crepe more than a pancake, with cream and mango in the middle, and it was really delicious. So I thought, as a treat for Sangeetha, I would try to make a vegan and healthy version of the yum-cha pancake.
That will be interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to use chickpea flour, and you know Indians use a lot of chickpea flour, and it's a very healthy flour. It's gluten-free, it's also high in protein, and it's much lower in carbohydrate than normal white flour and has more nutrients, so it's a good choice. And so we'll go half a cup of chickpea flour. Next we're going to use spelt flour, which is also a healthier flour than getting refined white flour because it has more nutrients, but this one is not gluten-free. So we need to have something with a bit of gluten to make the crepes more flexible so we can easily fold them. So we'll put half a cup of spelt flour. There we go. See? A good half a cup. This flour. So we'll put a tablespoon of rice flour in. It just adds to the texture. Just a tablespoon, that should be enough. I'm going to add a few spices, which will boost the nutrition of the dish. So first we're going to add turmeric, and the main reason for turmeric is to give the yellow colour, because if you remember, the pancakes at yum-cha are quite yellow. Yeah. A bit like the yellow balls.
Yeah. The custard balls.
Yes. So we'll put a teaspoon. Now we'll have my favourite spice, which...
Nutmeg?
No.
Ginger?
No.
Cardamom?
No.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon, of course. I'm being diabetic. I love cinnamon. Well, I like it anyway, but it helps to lower blood sugar. So I do put it in just about everything. But it has a wonderful flavour anyway, doesn't it? So I put a teaspoon of turmeric.
You mean cinnamon?
Oh,
yes.
So now we'll go for the ginger.
This one?
Yeah. If you're not sure, you just smell it and you'll know whether it's ginger. So probably about half or a quarter teaspoon. We'll just put a pinch of cardamom, and this is a strong flavour, so you may not want too much. Alright, so we'll get a cup of almond milk.
A cup of almond milk.
Sometimes. And I'm just putting in half a cup of water as well. Then, for sweetness, we'll use some maple syrup, about 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Right, and then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And if you want to avoid putting too much sugar into something, it's actually good to add a bit extra vanilla, because vanilla has its own natural sweetness. So it takes the edge off bitter flavours without the need to add excess sugar, which is a big positive. So if you want to add less sugar, add a little more vanilla. You could just use a mixer if you want to, or a blender, or just whisk it, it's up to you. It just needs to be blended till it's fairly smooth.
I remember when you used to cook in preschool.
Yeah.
And then at the mixing part, I used to try to be cool and I used to try to do this in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, because some people didn't know how to mix.
Because people didn't mix it fast as well, and they take forever.
Yeah.
Then it gets to my turn, like.
Yes, you had to show us that you knew how to cook. So next we have to take it to the stove and cook it. Make the pancakes, or actually this is more like a crepe batter because it's quite thin, because we do want quite large thin ones. You just need to put a bit of coconut oil, or you could use any oil, but coconut oil is good, and just like make sure the pan is coated. Yeah. So once it's hot, you're just going to put some of the batter on. So let's just see. And just kind of spread it around.
That's not a perfect circle.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be folding it later. Sometimes the first one comes out weird because, you know, it takes a bit of time to get into it for the pan to get right and all that. You want to cook? Okay. A bit more oil. Obviously, if you have a better fry pan, you probably won't need to use as much oil as that. So if you don't need as much oil, it's probably good. So, let's try another one. So I've got here a mango, and what you can do if you buy mangoes in season and you buy a lot, you can just put them in the freezer just like this, and they'll keep there for at least 2 months. Then when you want to use them, just thaw them in a bit of warm water, and then they're fine just to cut up and blend and put in any of your cooking. So you can have a mango even when it's not really in season. So you literally just have to take the skin off and then just chop it up. Yeah, if your hands are cold, run them under some warm water. So you can see it chops quite easily when it's semi-frozen. You can chop right down to the seed without any problems. Alright, now so that we can thicken the mango, we're going to use chia seeds. And chia, of course, is full of protein and nutrients and omega-3. So it's great to add a bit of chia to your cooking. So we'll put in a tablespoon of chia, and this will just thicken the puree so it's not too sloppy. And then just add a bit of the tanginess, we could squeeze a bit of lemon in as well. So now we just have to blend it until it's smooth.
Blend.
We'll just put this in the fridge until we're ready to serve. For the cream element, we're going to use coconut cream. So I've had this in the fridge overnight. So now I'm just going to scoop off the hard part of the cream. So we're going to add to this some vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah, and a teaspoon of maple syrup. If you want it to have a little more flavour, you can add some spices. So say a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a bit of ginger, cardamom, a bit of nutmeg. Cream is ready now. So all you need to do is fill the pancakes. So we put some mango in the middle, a good mango taste. Okay, now the cream. We put some cream on the top. Then you just gotta fold it like a little parcel. I think that's the way they have it at Yum-Cha, isn't it?
Is it?
It's kind of like that, like a parcel.
And then you put it in the fridge.
Yeah. So just fold it. I think this is a bit warm. It does work better if the pancake is cooler because it's melting a bit. But it's basically like that. Then when you're done them, you could just put them in the fridge for a bit in the freezer. Here is our Yum-Cha style mango pancakes. So let's see how they taste.
Shouldn't be poking my food with chopsticks.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really eat these with chopsticks.
Relish.
Well, maybe you can. Let's see. So does it remind you of Yum-Cha?
Yeah, just like a way, like, that one's quite sweet.
Yeah. Obviously you could make it sweeter if you like by adding a bit more maple syrup. But it's up to your own personal taste, really. But as you know, I always try to make things not too sweet. Because as you know, mangoes are quite a sweet fruit anyway.
No, this is good though. That puree is really nice.
Yeah.
With the cream.
Yeah, I think the mango and the cream is probably what I like most about the original pancakes anyway.
No, it's good. It's a generous helping in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a good snack for any time really. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.